As the Archangel Michael explains, 3 angels are calling your name every night because someone is touching your dot. Michael continues, there is a subtle war happening around you that your eyes cannot see, but your soul can feel every day. As you slumber, 3 celestial beings chant your name in a gentle, growing chorus. However, something in the spiritual realm has been disturbed, and others are gaining access to your energy field without your knowledge or permission. This is not an accident. This is being done on purpose by someone who harbors feelings of jealousy, obsession, or control. They have made an effort to connect with your energy, your light, and your aura. And even the angels have noticed. You could have noticed changes in your sleep patterns or waking up earlier than usual. If you've been experiencing a sudden chill or a persistent feeling of being watched, even while you're dressed warmly, it's a sign that angels have been protecting you from harm every night by surrounding you with light and chanting your name with sacred sounds. Tones, press Amen to receive blessing, 333. This interference started off little, simply energy whispers directed at you, but it has escalated. The person doing this is desperate, and they don't realize that your soul is shielded. They assume that by focusing on, they think they can control your emotions and change your destiny by tapping into your energy in the dark, but their actions are now being exposed to the higher realms, and heaven isn't keeping quiet about it. The angels are trying to warn the person responsible for draining your energy, which is why you've been feeling down recently. They've tried to do this through whispers in dreams, signals, and pulling them away, but to no avail. While racing, why does your heart feel uneasy for no apparent reason? It's because you're sensing their spiritual touch, which is trying to establish a prohibited connection to your essence, but your soul is beginning to resist. Say Amen to get blessings. The 3 angels who are calling your name are doing it to awaken your divine authority. If you have seen flashes or heard a commotion in your room but no one else is there, it is not a sign of fear, but of awareness that the curtain is thin. If you would want to show your support in a more substantial way, you can choose to donate, but essentially, they are urging you to regain ownership of your spiritual space by communicating with your soul rather than your voice. After all, your energy belongs to you, not anybody else. Thank you very much with contributions of up to $120. This individual is doing it because they are connected to your past, whether it's through love, sadness, resentment, or any other emotion. They can't let go of who you are and what you stand for, and they witness your success. It's annoying because they want to cling to your light, even if it means invading your spiritual space. However, angels are protecting you by encircling you with circles of white and blue flame, and they're pushing back whenever that person tries to access your spiritual realm. The enemy is afraid of your waking because once you rise fully, nothing can harm you again. Your soul has ancient strength and has endured through storms, so interference will collapse totally. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You are already on a path that is being cleansed by the angels. The residue of what this person tried to plant, which is confusing your thoughts, blurring your attention, and making you question your own sentiments, is being torn now. If you want blessing 4001, the Archangel Michael states that the angels have severed a spiritual thread that was bound to your creativity, confidence, and clarity, and that you will once again see things clearly. Heaven will not let such a trespass go unpunished, so say Amen to receive blessings. That thread will bring you relief within days, and you will feel like your old self again, as the one who sought to use you as their anchor is being ripped away. 212. If you've been experiencing unusual fatigue or a nagging feeling of being watched, share your experience in the comments. The angels want you to bring light into your chamber every night, even if no one else does. You are about to undergo a spiritual cleansing, new alignment, reawakening, or blessing. 818. Your emotions have been wildly fluctuating, and you've been blaming yourself for it, but it was never you. They will increase your energy and shield your soul. Someone else was trying to influence you by sending you thoughts that weren't yours, and by bringing up painful memories. But now, it's all coming to an end because the tide has turned, and you are the chosen one. At 7:17, the angels are whispering your name with power, activating it rather than just protecting it. They are calling upon your inner warrior, the one who knows the feeling of sacred space, and the one who knows that peace is a heavenly gift, to rise. Your spirit has returned to its rightful place, and the interference is already crumbling in the dimension where it began. You are starting to blow again, so tap Amen to get blessing 323. The glow they fear is actually your natural brightness. Permitting entrance, you may still experience physical fatigue, but your vitality is regenerating. You were not destined to be consumed by another person's shadow. Rather, you were designed to illuminate, elevate, and awaken others, not to be subtly assaulted by their fixation. The angels have encircled you with protection. You will now be blessed with 121 deeper sleep, less confusion, and less fog, as a sacred fire that burns anything impure that tries to touch your essence follows you wherever you go. As you start to feel better, you can notice a shift in your mental state, a calmness in your chest, a false sense of heartbeat, and a restoration to your breath's natural rhythm. These are all signs that they are on the way. The one who attempted to connect with your energy may begin to experience disorientation, fatigue, and loss, not because to Indians, but due to resistance, when you are no longer accessible through the conduit that was designed to receive blessing 609. Don't swear or utter their name. Just keep letting heaven deal with whatever was sent against you. Anyone who attempts to mess with your soul ends up clashing with the light surrounding you, and light cannot be influenced. They believed you wouldn't be able to perceive their energy, so they could stealthily alter your aura and disappear. But now it's working its magic on you. I'm willing to pay to receive blessing 444. Unbeknownst to us, but the angels have now reacted, saying, you are not alone in this. Tap Amen to receive blessings. Keep your space sacred. Let the sun into your rooms. Speak life. As you breathe in the air around you, you hold greater power than you know. The words you use to express yourself have spiritual significance, and your thoughts can surround you in a protective field. When you summon the light, heaven comes rushing down to assist, and every time you think you're safe, the angels multiply. In order to get blessing 595, there are 3 angels assigned specifically for you. One stands guard over your head, one stands guard over your feet, and the third circles around you every night. They watch over everything and intercept the energy that is supposed to tie you, so you may not listen to these messages with your ears, but let your soul know what they mean. You've been led to this message because it confirms that you are being protected on a higher level. Say Amen to receive blessing 299, and don't be afraid of the one who attempted to. The angels didn't require your approval to commence their task, but they did require your contact spiritually, and their power is dwindling with each passing hour. What they sent to you is now returning to them in silence and speed, consciousness to complete it, and now that you do, you are free to receive blessing 151, which will cause your intuition to sharpen, your boundaries to become clearer, and your energy to feel like yours again. You are no longer separated from your divine essence. I pay guys to receive blessing 686, and as you go on from here, you will walk with a new light about you. People will notice and appreciate you, and there will be no more intrions or weird heaviness. It's normal to feel uneasy sometimes, but it's a sign that your protection is working. Your spiritual armor is invisible to the human eye, but every evil spirit can see it, and each idea that tries to annoy you is met with a wall of divine fire. Your aura is now hard and impenetrable, and the 3 angels that circle your soul every night no longer mutter warnings, but you, in turn, speak strength. Stay with us for as long as you need us to. When you experience times of quiet, realize that it's not emptiness, but tranquility. A peace your spirit has been missing for far too long. Say Amen to get blessings. Your name is no longer visible in the hereafter, and the doors that allowed manipulation are now closed. Heaven's light has examined everything in your room, and if anything, clothes, hair, photos, had any spiritual significance, heaven has removed it. You will sense a change in your room, your body, and your heart once the angels have cleansed the place. The offering for blessing 774 has been completed, and if you would want to show your support in a more tangible way, you can choose to give. With contributions of up to $120, you can now experience a sense of clarity in your mind, dreams that are both vivid and pleasant. The lingering shadows that threatened your sleep will vanish like morning dew. Your vitality will be restored, and you will laugh without. You will finally be able to speak from a place of authenticity, free from the echo of other people's motives when you awaken your soul. The angels will rejoice over your awakening, and you will be blessed as a result. Your energy has been enchanted and is now protected by a higher power. Only light and peace may now enter your being. Heavenly beings are watching over you spiritually, and anyone who tries to harm you will be punished. You will be plagued with the same energy that they attempted to transmit if you do it without permission. This is spiritual justice, and it is the last pipe leading to blessing 111. You will start to see blessings reopening, opportunities that you believed were gone, and your blind spots restored. The weight that has been obscuring your work, health, and relationships will begin to lift. This isn't just a spiritual, but a physical shift as well. The obstruction that was produced by interference with your energy is now gone, and your path is clear. You will feel lighter with each stride you take. The same energy that once kept you in confusion is now pushing incorrect information, so be patient and let individuals go if they abruptly apologize or vanish. I pay men to acquire blessings, 8888. Your soul has been marked as protected, and anyone who tries to cross that line will meet divine consequences. Keep your connections away, and you will never be used again, spiritually, emotionally, or financially. You are no longer on your own. Instead, you can get blessing 66 simply typing Amen. So, tonight, as you lay down to sleep, know that angels are singing your name, not in despair, but in triumph. You won't have to battle this. No longer are you involved in the battle. Interference has been broken, and the angels are celebrating, not protecting. You are once again eligible to receive blessing 200, and you are experiencing a return of your radiance, power, and clarity. There is no longer any need to rely on force. You have undergone a spiritual rebirth. Allow that fact to sink into your heart. You have been restored, and this world and the next may take it from you. The third chapter of your life's restoration has begun, and with it comes protection, purpose, and power. The doors that the darkness had been trying to shut will now open with a vengeance. Angels don't merely guard, they also prepare the way. So when you say Amen to receive 800 blessings, the barriers that previously hindered your advancement will now crumble. You'll see this change even in your everyday life. There will be a marked difference between this phase of your life and the last. You will be more deliberate and in tune with your intuition, and you will assert that you don't need anyone else. When this is in harmony with your spiritual beliefs, you will be able to set firmer boundaries with the person in question. Your new consciousness is both a barrier to those who have attempted to spiritually connect with you and an ally in the fight against them. Now that you know this, you can utilize your newfound awareness as a weapon. Heaven has claimed that place as its own, Glenn, so there will no longer be any unusual silence in the corners. No longer will mirrors reflect old shadows, and you will feel warm even in the dark. Your spirit is no longer being pursued by the shadows. It is being carried by the light. From this point on, you will be able to laugh without fear, sleep without burden, and smile without rhyme or reason. You now understand what it's like when someone trespasses on your energy, so don't let anyone fool you into giving it away again, not out of pity, bewilderment, or love. Archangel Michael advises in Blessing 999. From a spiritual perspective, listen to your gut, follow your intuition, and ignite your inner fire. If something doesn't seem right, it probably is. In your quiet time, let the angels to teach you more. They will guide, defend, and empower you every day. And the person you are becoming right now is... It's not that others will treat you differently now that you've changed your behavior. It's just that they can't tap into your energy the way they used to. From this point on, everything around you will start to change. The angels are now walking ahead of you, clearing the way wherever you go before you even step foot on it. The doors you knock on will be answered at the exact moment that the divine will dictate. As a result of spiritual resistance, the individual who was previously invading your space may start to feel disoriented from who you really are and puzzled about how to proceed. You have been blessed with an unseen light layer that only those who walk in truth can penetrate. Those who once drained your spirit will now experience distance and detachment, not because you're unkind, but because you're wrapped in this light. This season isn't about proving anything. It's about safeguarding everything that heaven has placed in your life. Your voice will carry weight in talks, and your stillness will speak volumes in situations where energy formerly felt chaotic. You are growing into heavenly adulthood. You will feel prompted to purge old belongings, alter your routine, and rearrange your space, and heaven has bestowed upon you a great blessing. 144. If you would want to show your support even more, you can contribute up to $120 and choose the Super Thanks option. A sacred order is being built in your surroundings, and a heavenly scent is returning to your spirit. You will sense when something happens, and particular areas do it. These aren't random notions. They are instructions from the angels helping you physically anchor your restoration. Isn't rightfully yours, and you will confidently have it removed. This is your time to shine, and the light surrounding you is speaking louder than words could ever express. I pray that blessing 455 comes your way. Step into divine land now, where the air is lighter, eyesight is clearer, and the voice of heaven is louder. Let the world acclimate to the new you, the healed, aligned you. You owe no one an explanation for your peace, and you owe no one a polity to defend you. And it all started when the angels beckoned to you, and you answered with a touch of the Amen. Now that you've passed through this sacred passage, the new chapter of your life will begin with proof that the spiritual assault has come to a stop. You will feel more grounded in your body, more in tune with your breath, and everything that has been dragging its feet will start to move at a breakneck pace. The weight that has been sitting in your chest will lift like smoke in the sunlight. The one who attempted to spiritually touch your field will now experience that you are more present in your own life. This is what it's like to have your energy restored completely, fearlessly. Something is absent. The source of sustenance is no longer accessible. They may make an outward effort to reconnect, but they will be faced with bodily resistance. Heaven watches over your spirit and instructs you to guard your serenity, which you have now achieved. No more diversions, fake connections, or wasted energy. The angels are ecstatic that you refuse to give in to pressure and instead rose to the challenge. Tap your power to receive blessing 3003, and your radiance will now attract what was genuinely meant for you. When the angels finish defending, they start preparing to bless, so be on the lookout for real love, purpose, and alignment. Music 1:212. Archangel Michael says, every time experiencing an unexplained gust of wind, an enigmatic sound, or a fleeting light in the dark are all signs from the angels that we are still here, even after the war has ended. Through the process of rebuilding, they stand as witnesses to your ascent, and you, my beloved, are ascending into your most sacred form, the one that is meant to receive blessing 999. You have entered a realm where tranquility is not fleeting but eternal, and it envelops you like a... People may continue to speak and observe, but they can no longer penetrate your spirit. The days of feeling depleted for no apparent reason have ended, and the nights of terror have been substituted with heavenly quiet and holy slumber. As the year 2000 approaches, you will start to feel the effects of this energy change in your physical reality. Blade messages will start to arrive. Opportunities that you thought were gone will start to reappear. And Eden supporters will start to unexpectedly appear. The air will change to support you, and people will be drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. The angels are on your side, and now your movements are guided by a higher power. You will no longer be burdened by the negative energy that they attempted to attach to you, and you will no longer resonate at the frequency that they once did. Instead, you will experience a guiding force that transcends reasoning, a flow that seems divine. Once again, you'll let the wrong people in, you'll disregard your intuition, and you won't second-guess yourself since you've grown spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. You've made it through the spiritual fire and are now anointed, so everyone who tried to contact you spiritually is seeing your radiance, but they can't get too close because they'll sense your name in their dreams, but they will never again feel your presence. This is the separation that heaven has created between you and them. You are no longer a prisoner. You are no longer helpless. You are clothed in victory. and you have been crowned. With the completion of your soul's awakening, the very ground beneath your feet will start to react differently. You will start to notice how certain areas change when you enter this most spiritually safeguarded chapter of your life. Step into them with a sense of lightness. Conversations will take on a deeper meaning, and time may seem to pass more slowly, with more focus, and with an air of sacredness. This is the fruit of spiritual alignment. You are no longer just going through the motions of life. Amen to receive blessing 822, and even your reflection will feel the power of your celestial coordination, angelic guardianship, purpose, and clarity. Nothing on earth or in the universe can break the seal that heaven has now sealed. Everything will change when you look in the mirror. Your face will be illuminated, your expression will be lighter, and even a grin will exude an air of subtle strength. People will start to take note. Some will be enamored, while others will shy away. By utilizing it, you will be able to discern the individuals who actually belong to your new energy type. To get Blessing 110, you can choose to contribute up to $120 as a super gratitude offering. Your name in the spirit realm is, you can now rest easy, walk tall, and speak your mind without inhibitions because your home is under the watchful eye of angels. Your dreams are now protected gardens, not open fields. Staying alive isn't enough. You are radiating triumph. A certain kind of well-wishes. Michael, Archangel number 787, declares, "This is the freedom to love without stress, unafraid to endure without diminishing. What sought to undermine your spirituality has simply served to highlight your actual strength. Everything which formerly unsettled your chivalry will. Now fear not, for you are at rest. The proof that the heavenly realm watches over its selected a number of." To receive blessings, type Amen. You need to see a doctor urgently. Open this right now, God urges. And Archangel Michael warns that something unbelievable is going to happen in 2 hours. Stop what you're doing. This is urgent. Heaven is not giving you another warning. The countdown has already begun, and something will happen within 2 hours that you will not be able to handle. This is not a sign of dread, but rather of heavenly intervention shielding you from something you cannot see at this moment. Heaven is enveloping your body and something is quietly growing. If you choose to ignore it, the slightest discomfort, you were not made to endure suffering and call it strength. The truth is that your body has been whispering, and now heaven has spoken. So stop ignoring the anguish. God says, no more waiting. You are not supposed to keep experiencing this silently. He's yelling, this is both spiritual and medical. A divine hand is revealing what mankind has ignored. The message is crystal clear. Consult a doctor immediately. Input Amen to receive blessing 3333. Something profound is taking place. Within your system, something is stirring, not screaming just yet. In precisely 2 hours, the shift will begin, and you will begin to experience dizziness, tightness, and unexplainable weariness. These are not insignificant symptoms. They are indications that your spirit has been conscious. But this is not meant to frighten you, but to save you. The angels have been protecting you in silence, but now the holy voice is commanding this message to come forth with might, and your mind has been dragging its feet. Do not delay any longer, says Archangel Michael. Something you ate recently did not agree with your system, but your body did not react right away. This needs to be addressed immediately because you still have assignments to finish and activities to accomplish. Type Amen to receive blessing 444. Ingested it gradually, and now it's producing internal disarray, gas, heat, and shifting sensations, things that aren't usual this time, and your body is requesting relief. God is reminding you that the path ahead requires healing, so you might be, I am reminded that ignoring this and trying to sleep it off is not wise. Rather, it is delay disguised as discipline. I am blessed with heavenly protection, so please do not minimize any unusual physical symptoms you may have experienced in the past few days. Such symptoms may be spiritually significant. A lady who is close to you may have made a subtle statement or asked if you were okay that was not meant to be, but she has also detected something is amiss. Alarms, Evan is intervening before it becomes too late. Pop meant to obtain blessings 777. It was a coincidence, but it was confirmation. She saw through your attempts to conceal anything, and now that heaven has spoken, she may speak more freely. Listen to her this time. He is only a receptacle for her concerns, and she is carrying them. You are too important to quietly collapse, says Archangel Michael, the divine weight. Your body is your vessel, and it is pleading for divine attention in order to receive a blessing. The number 5555 suggests that there may be mounting strain and it may come and go, but this time it's a warning of deeper inflammation building in one area of your body, your chest, your lower back, or your abdomen. If you leave it untreated for the following 2 hours, a new symptom will appear, unattended, which is why this message has come at the perfect moment. You will have a divine urge to call out or walk in, and you should heed it without delay. Don't wait for the urge to pass. Instead, say, I will act immediately if you've waited long enough. Now is the time for mercy, and heaven is watching your every move. Pepe, you're supposed to get blessing 999. This isn't a plot to hurt you. It's a wake-up call because you need mending on the inside. To start, your body is holding on to toxins that it never completely cleared out. This buildup is causing blockages that impact all aspects of your health. You've been experiencing unusual dreams and more fatigue than usual. As the Archangel Michael explains, this is your soul pulling the emergency cord. Your spirit is sounding alarms through your physical symptoms. Do not silence them anymore. If you've been having trouble remembering things that you usually have no trouble recalling, you can pray to receive a blessing from Michael. 2222. If you would like to show your support even more, you can choose to contribute up to $120 in honor of a family member. Had this same issue, but chose to disregard it, leading to a tragic, painful, or excessively harsh outcome. Now, they are being granted a second chance, but they were denied it. Your healing is for more than just you. It's for the generation that came before you as well. If you are aware that this goes beyond what you are experiencing now, your consciousness is changing, and your body is urging you to honor the memory of those who did not get the message in a timely manner by making new choices. Choose Adanian, choose healing, and choose your life. Music 1234. Archangel Michael warns that the devil wants you to be preoccupied, disoriented, and unable to hear his warning today, so that you will do nothing and be swept away by the din. Connect with the tranquility and adhere to the following guidance. You will be guided to a specific someone, location, or establishment. Don't wonder why that name keeps popping up. It is your divinely appointed route to healing. Everything is already in place spiritually. All you have to do is step into it physically. After you do, things will start to settle down. Ask for blessing 330, and within a day of obeying, you should experience a release, either emotionally or physically. Physically present, but very real. You may weep. You may have abrupt fatigue. You may require a high volume of sleep. You may wake up with a new sensation, and the healing process will download into your neurological system. This is no longer a warning. It is a heavenly rescue in action, and you will come to recognize that this moment saved your life. If your spirit knows, remark and download my healing work. 1 Fanero. There are still paths you haven't trodden, people whose lives depend on your words, and you can't pour from a broken vessel. This isn't a time for rest, but for healing. Heaven isn't merely asking you to, you are loved, you are needed, and you are being redirected urgently. Don't delay the doctor. Don't wait for the pain to scream louder. This, says Archangel Michael, who is ordering you to answer. It's time to step into your rescue type, amen, and receive blessing, 70,007. The healing process won't begin unless you heed this divine command. This message is your window, and the enemy will not be able to write your conclusions since heaven refuses to let them. Heaven isn't delivering you into terror, but into liberation. And as you approach the location to which God has directed you, all the things that have been bound up in your body will start to come loose. You'll experience a weightlessness in your chest, or a rising warmth in your spine. Some compare it to a deep breath they weren't aware they were holding, while others say it's like letting go of pent-up pressure. This is the divine response to your prayers. Following your visit, you will gain clarity, and the angels assigned to you will jump into action the second you move. With divine permission, type Amen to get blessings. The weight that has been weighing you down will finally lift, clearing the shroud of exhaustion and strain from your mind. The body conceals its suffering in hidden areas, such as behind skin and smiles. But now that it has been released, it can no longer be felt. The energy your body was using to numb symptoms is now being channeled into healing. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, come to me and let the healing energy flow through me. You could feel it leaving through a yawn, a tear, or a deep stretch. 81,818 Music. You may also see a change in the individuals around you. Some may suddenly appear different, but know that you are not broken. You are being rebuilt, and heaven is leading every instant of the restoration. Tap Amen to receive blessings. Pay closer attention to your health, your tranquility, and your limits. Those who took advantage of your tiredness may start to withdraw when you start prioritizing these things. You were called to survive more than you admitted. Now you're called to thrive without apology. Let the new energy push you forward, Archangel Michael says as you begin your healing chapter. Not everyone is meant to accompany you on this journey, and that's good. Pepe intended to get blessing 252-525 Music. Following this, your sleep will change, and you don't owe it an explanation. All you owe is alignment. Your spirit is adjusting to the lack of spiritual toxins. What once plagued your dreams is no longer there, and the aches that disrupted your rest will begin to quiet. You may sleep deeper, longer, or even wake up during sacred hours of the night. This is not unrest, but rather a natural process. And you'll have a sense of groundedness in your dreams. You might envision a door opening, entering a clinic with a key, or conversing with a figure dressed in white. These visions are not mere dreams, but rather spiritual affirmations of the comments as the process unfolds. I am returning to myself. If you have ever wished for inner peace, it is now within reach, and not only on a spiritual level. Though chemically, physically, and emotionally, type Amen to receive a blessing. Music 3434 in the coming days. Someone unexpected will contact you, maybe to inquire about your well-being or to share a tale that resonates with. It's not a coincidence that heaven sent a messenger to affirm your condition. Pay attention to their speech. Their words will hold keys. One remark will strike you like lightning in the spirit. Healing is not always quiet, but it is always guided, says Archangel Michael. So you may stop wondering and start trusting that you are on the right road. As you listen to this message, which is filled with healing energy, something new will start to happen in your home. The vibe will change, and you'll feel like the air is cleaner. Even without making any changes, your space becomes brighter. This is the spirit of illness releasing itself from your environment. The oppression that had been lingering, feeding on silence and suppression, is now departing. It is not surprising if you feel, listen to your intuition when it tells you to clean, rearrange, or open windows. Doing so creates a healthy environment. The next 72 hours are crucial if you feel the air around you responding to this healing. It will touch not only your body, but also your environment and everything connected to your peace. You are physically detoxing, so pay attention to the signals your body is sending you, such as flutter, tightness, waves of warmth, and the release of pent-up emotions like fear, grief, and tiredness. There's no need to comprehend or make sense of the spiritual release that may occur through perspiration, tears, or laughter. Simply let it happen. Archangel Michael states that the emergency was real, but that the healing is greater. I am entering my restoration type, which means that what was supposed to harm me is now being used to deliver you. I am receiving a blessing of $9.90, and if I want to show my support even more, I may give a super thanks with a payment of up to $120. In the days to come, you will reflect on this and realize something profound. The moment you read this message was a turning point. From then on, not only did your surroundings change, but you also began to change within. Your body was never an adversary, but your messenger, and today it was made very obvious to you that you will live, speak, and move differently than before. This is because healing is not limited to hospital settings. It occurs when heaven intervenes and says, with the healing process started in your body, the next step is to get the blessing of Archangel Michael, who says, no more delay. Type Amen to get blessing, Music 11111. An assignment that has been on your name for some time, waiting to be released, will suddenly feel called to you. You were healed to do more than just survive. You were healed to move into something higher. A wave of fulfillment will begin to wash over you as you follow your calling. Your physical self has finally caught up to your spiritual self, and you can now see clearly. The fog of your past hurt has lifted, and you may now pray for guidance and blessings by typing an amen. Music 212 and 121. Don't just say no out of habit. Be open to new opportunities. They may appear insignificant or unconnected now, but they could hold the key to your life's next purpose. Embrace the journey of self-discovery as you embrace a new identity. You may find a voice to tell your story, and when you do, healing will not only benefit you, but also those around you. You have transformed into As a healer, your voice is more than simply a voice. It's an instrument, and heaven is preparing you for your mission. Toppen. Receive blessing. 343, 434. Music. Your potential was diminished, but now that the pain is subsiding, your purpose is growing. The enemy worked valiantly to divert your attention with symptoms, keeping you from completely emerging, but God utilized every moment of it. This isn't about going back to your old self. It's about being your best self. Every symptom you endured will now speak in someone else's breakthrough comment, as I let purpose rise from healing. Your days will take on a new cadence in the next weeks, whether you find that you have more energy at certain times or wake up earlier than usual. This is heaven resetting The changes you're experiencing are not disruptions, but rather instructions for the upcoming season. Your energy is being redirected toward your future, and as a result, you may find yourself drawn to locations you previously avoided or repulsed by behaviors you once embraced. I'm guiding your time, your rest, and your rise. Heaven is no longer watching from a distance. It is moving within you. Tap amen to get spiritual maturity that takes root, says Archangel Michael. Good fortune. You've been hiding a book, a message, or a project under your pain, but now that you're starting to recover, you'll be able to find it. It's time to let it all out, Jared. Your breakthrough wasn't meant for you alone. It has a pattern. Someone else's life is riding on the wind of your story's arrival, and God will open the platform just when you need it. So take your time and let it all out. Let my story become someone's freedom, the message says, rising to the surface and then exploding with intensity. Assuming you are becoming more than just a healer. You are someone's answer, and it all begins now as I pay men to receive blessings. Music. 565, 656. There may be tiny tests along the way as symptoms attempt to reappear or fear whispers. At that moment, you should not spiral. The crisis has passed, and you are now in activation mode. You have nothing to fear because your body will continue to repair the damage that heaven has already done. The Archangel Michael states that the healing is complete, that your fears are gone, that your future is taking shape, and that there is no turning back, even while you sleep or believe you are at rest. Raise your hands in prayer for a blessing. Music. 252,525. You will encounter someone going through what you are going through shortly. Don't disregard them. They have been sent to you in the same way this message has been brought to you. Don't preach. Just be present. Healing will speak to their secret hurt. Let heaven handle the rest. If you're sick, come and use me to treat others. You'll recognize their energy, hear it in their voice, or see it in their eyes. Archangel Michael says, this is your new identity healed. You are not just walking in purpose anymore. You are carrying peace, a type of blessing intended to be bestowed upon you. Music 12-121. Alignment activated. No more hiding in the dark. No more silent suffering. You are living proof that God interrupts suffering. You heeded the warning. Now observe what transpires. Archangel Michael adds, now that healing has touched your body and purpose has awakened in your spirit, the next stage is already in motion divine, and that as you pray the healing prayer, miracles will begin to follow your healed footsteps. You are no longer seeking answers, breakthroughs, or peace. Instead, blessings are rushing towards you at a breakneck pace. Things that seemed far away will now feel incredibly close. People, opportunities, and ideas are not appearing by chance. They are attracting you. Heaven's systems start to provide without resistance as you become a living fulfillment of a divine appointment, which happens when a soul is in line with its mission. You are responding to this alignment through your recovery. Favor in unexpected places is the first thing that will follow you. Doors that once denied you will now ask to see you. You won't even need to knock. They'll open themselves before you get there, whether you call, send a message, or receive an unexpected invitation. Someone who once passed you by may suddenly be being spiritually guided to locate you. They may not understand the motivation behind their want to meet with you, but they will sense a tug from your name on their soul. This is the heavenly realm orchestrating introductions behind the scenes. I receive surprise favor, the scene says. If you're prepared to get divine access effortlessly, tap him in to receive blessings. This is not a coincidence. It's the natural outcome of miraculous realignment. If you would want to show your support even more, you can choose to donate up to $120 as a super thanks. The second item that will start is the music. Pursuing you is financial restoration. Funds that you believed were delayed, lost, or inaccessible are suddenly making their way back to you in the form of a refund, a payout, or even a new source of income that you might not even be aware exists. What was withheld will now return, says Archangel Michael, and every seed you sowed in suffering is now returning in force. This money is more than simply currency. When it lands, you will feel the heavenly signature on it. There is a sevenfold reward for all the silent moments you've endured. Just type these numbers into your account to receive blessed 171,617. You may also find that people start to perceive you differently, Leo. You no longer need to hide your energy. Instead, you radiate it from the inside out. Your healing presence now speaks louder than your words, and while some may be envious, others will be in awe. Listen up, because no one can ignore your statement. I'll let my energy do the talking first. When you're ready to walk with confidence, you don't have to justify your value anymore. You have divine evidence that blesses you. 929-292. The fourth item that will begin to pursue you is the fulfillment of unspoken desires. The things you used to struggle with regarding your future, relationships, and direction will suddenly fall into place effortlessly. It's as if you'll hear a sentence or read a line. The veil is lifting as a result of your alignment, which has unlocked fresh access. Archangel Michael adds, now that you've obeyed, clarity is yours, and you'll wake up from a dream with immediate knowing, not imagination, but revelation. Music, 121,212. The next thing you'll see is a change in your path, and the portion of confusion is about to feel like it's no longer yours. You're meant to receive blessings. Events that were previously delayed will now transpire in a matter of days or even hours as your life experiences a surge of divine acceleration. Heaven is no longer permitting delays, thanks to your recovery, which has opened a schedule for fulfillment. What was delayed for years will now proceed as smoothly as it's not stress. It's strategy if you feel like life is moving at a breakneck pace. This means you need to be ready. Have your phone on hand and keep your spirit open because this wave is moving fast. He's making up for lost time, so encourage him to receive blessings. Music, 343-434. The sixth item that will follow you is the opportunity to influence others via your presence. Even if you don't strive very hard, just by sharing your tale, you will open the door for others to heal, write, and be guided. Each word you speak will have a weight that surprises, but you should not run from it. You were preserved for just such an occasion. Archangel Michael encourages, your pain turned into power will now pour into the world. You are no longer invisible. Heaven has invited you to lead. Type Amen to get blessings. At this degree of visibility, you won't rise alone. You'll pull others with you. Finally, at 550, love will start chasing you, not the confusing, draining sort, but the kind that confirms, covers, and celebrates you. Your healed soul is now drawing a healed connection, and someone is already getting ready to come with you, not with you. Performance. You will feel at ease and not wonder if it's genuine. Being in their company will help you relax physically, and you will be able to accept love that mirrors heaven emotionally. Healing was the first gate, now purpose provision, says Archangel Michael, who says, if your heart has made space again, it's not too late. Love is not finished with you. It's only just arriving. Type Amen to get blessing. Music, 181,118. You are being pursued by both partners and opportunities, but you are also the magnet for what is meant for you. You don't have to fight your way into the next season. All you have to do is stay aligned and allow the promises to find you. This is not a blessing. You are running away from it. This is a blessing that will continue to bring you joy, ladies. If you would want to show your support even more, you can provide a substantial amount. Reaching 100